Hey everyone, this is my 2004 Subaru WRX. Um, Let me just like give you guys a walkthrough. So basically, my plan for this video is to kind of like partially like restore the car while um, using it as well. I mean, but for the meantime, it's just gonna sit here in the garage while I'm doing some maintenance work and all that stuff because I still have my other car that I can daily. Mainly, I've been dealing that STI quite some time, but the reason I bought this was because I wanna keep one that is in clean condition. And basically, the story of this car, it is a one owner car, so I found this locally here in Houston, and no accidents uh, or anything other than just like a minor bump from a parking lot, which kind of like the states in Carfax when I before I bought it, and so I ended up buying it. The only thing though, here I'm gonna show you guys. It is automatic, but I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, "Man, you don't want to waste your time, your money on automatic and all that stuff." Well, there's a reason why I ended up buying this. So, a couple of reasons. One, this body style '04 and '05 are one of the nicest, in my opinion, one of the best actually chassis that Subaru ever made on a GD platform. We do have the bug guy, and this is the blob eye, and then after this we have the Hawkeye. So the GD was made from 2002 all the way to 2007. So you got a WRX and an STI. This is a WRX version, except it's an automatic version. But other reason why I bought this is because it's clean. Um, Fairly no accident, very minor on the Carfax history, but overall it's been well maintained. The car only has 161,000 miles, so probably it was only like driven less than 10,000 miles a year. I'm not sure if I bought this from the original owner, but I think he got this from his story. He said they got this as his trade in, and he works at the dealership. He ended up buying it and changed his mind, and he kind of like went and turned around and sell it. So I ended up buying it from him. So future plan on this car, like I said, I'm going to restore it, um, and kind of like replace a couple of parts for maintenance purposes only. I'm not gonna do any um, crazy modification or anything like that. But I really wanted to kind of like present this car as the way how it rolled out of the factory. Because a couple of things, like the paints are one of the paints are faded on top. You can tell right here. This has the factory option sunroof. I believe this is a dealer installed. This is not from factory, I believe, because I haven't seen an '04 uh, WRX or '05 WRX that has a built-in sunroof from factory. I know the sunroof. Correct me if I'm wrong. It came out on a limited Hawkeye version, and I believe dealerships back in the days used to have this kind of option where it's a dealer installed sunroof. And I know this because I know this is not a factory option. I can tell you right now. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit. You see that button right there for the sunroof? It's not factory. I mean, overall, it is a clean car. Had a little wear in there, which is kind of normal for its age, including the steering wheel. Um, Basically, this car was kept stock, unmodded. The only thing that I have seen is the previous owner had put a blow valve, um, which I'll show you right here. I'm not sure if this is an authentic HKS, but it looks like it is. I can tell because there's a little when that inside is purple. One of the telltale signs is going to be uh, authentic, but I'm not sure. That one was there, so I took that off, put a factory one in there because I don't need that right now. Let me show you guys the engine bay. As you can tell right here, so you can see it's really factory. The only thing is missing is that little intake panel right here. It's missing. The snorkel is missing behind the fender as well. Um, the previous owner probably made a homemade pipe in there, stuck in that box right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and put the factory one in there. What else? I mean, overall, the car runs great. I driven it 35 miles from where I picked up the car, and it was storming that day too. So the car actually held up pretty good, no shakes or whatsoever. Um, it looked like the person that I bought it from, he put new rotors on all four and pads, put new tires. So I'm gonna run this for now, for a while, until the tires kind of wear out on its own. Uh, but like I said, other than that, my plan on this one is to restore it, mainly for the maintenance side. I'm gonna have the whole car probably repainted, if not just the top, but we'll see. I'm not a painter or a that works on panels and all that stuff. Uh, the front bumper looks like it's been replaced. Like I said, there's a report on Carfax that it's been hit during in a parking lot. Um, I'll show you guys that as well. Like I said, this this is a Texas car, so no rust underneath. Um, it's been great, no leaks. I've parked here since I bought it because I've been busy working. I haven't seen any leaks or whatsoever. Probably very minimal. Because it was kind of when I bought this car, when I picked up this car, it was kind of like a gamble because it was storming. I couldn't check the whole car. I only test drove it. Came back, told the guy, okay, I'm gonna buy it. We negotiated, we agreed on the price, and then I ended up getting the car. As a matter of fact, there was a lot of people in line before, after me. If I don't buy it, someone's gonna buy it for sure. But overall, it is a good condition car. Other than faded paint, this one probably had water inside. I'm gonna try to restore that, and as much as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and try to um, do a budget maintenance and build on this one because yeah, as much as everything is still original, I don't want to you know um, take off something that I know I can restore. Probably other than, of course, this taillights right here, which is kind of hard and saving when water gets in there. Um, the chrome inside kind of like gets messed up, so there's no way of saving that. This one has a hole in there, so water gets in there. So I'm probably gonna buy a new set of taillights. Hopefully I can find them used, but in good condition. What else? Other than that, I mean, overall, it's a good car. Um, Even with the sunroof and it was storming that day when I picked up this car, uh, there's no leaks. I was actually surprised. Um, Only thing that I noticed so far is that glove compartment. For some reason, it's not locked. As you can tell, it's not locked. I can't open it. So everything is original. Let me see if you guys can see the miles. Under 62,000 miles. So this one opens up. So I don't know what I don't know if this is the company that actually installed this sunroof. I've been trying to look for that company on Google, but I couldn't find any information about it. But if you guys have any idea, please feel free to comment down below. I want to know who installed this sunroof. But so far, I mean, this is going to be the least of my problems for now. Eventually, I want to delete this and put the original, or maybe weld a piece of metal in there and kind of like cover that up and patch it up. and delete this. I don't need this. What else? I mean, overall, I'm excited about this car because I've never had an automatic WRX, but when I drove this car home, I was actually kind of impressed because I thought it's gonna be. I mean, aside from not shifting gears or anything like that, I thought it's gonna be like, you know, um, I would say not. How do you say that? It's not gonna be like it's not gonna pick up quick, but it actually does. Um, Overall, I'm actually impressed on this automatic WRX. Uh, like I said, I checked the Carfax on this one. Pretty much all the body panels, everything, they're all matched, including the hood, the 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 doors, the trunk lid, the rear bumper. The only thing that is new is the front bumper, but it looks like they have repainted the rear bumper too. I can tell because of the paint. You can tell as well. So the shade of that silver. So I said other than that, it's a great car. And I thought, and first I thought they replaced the exhaust because I thought those dual exhausts came on bug eyes only, but I was wrong. Um, because when they introduced this new body style '04, a lot of these had carried on from the bug eye itself, and they just changed the front end, but everything else is still bug eye. And then when '05 came out, that's when they switched to drive by wire. So the '04 and below, from '04 to '02, is actually drive by cable. So, I mean, something new to me. I didn't know that. I thought bug guys were the only one that has a drive by cable, but I was wrong. '04 is a drive by cable as well. And then '05, that's when they switched it out. And same thing with the steering wheel. The airbags were single stage on '04 and below, and then '05 they went to dual stage. Um, what else? Uh, Plans on this one. I want to daily it. Eventually, if I get bored with that automatic transmission, I'm probably gonna go ahead and swap it with a manual trans. For sure, I'm going to get a 6 speed instead of the manual 5 speed. Might as well, right? I've never done a transmission swap, but I've done engine swap from NA to turbo, from another turbo engine to another turbo engine, from a USDM turbo engine to JDM turbo engine. I've done that, except I've never done transmission swap. So, with that said, like I said, this is my 2004 WRX, and I'll be looking for some more parts for sure. I'm gonna start collecting parts for this. Mainly, probably it's gonna be some JDM, mostly JDM parts, and kind of make it like OEM plus Subaru WRX. So I already bought an OEM STI bumper, and I plan to put it in there. And then this one was from my previous Impreza manual 5 speed RS that I bought for, but ended up selling that one so I can buy this one. So it actually worked out because a friend of mine ended up offering to buy my Impreza, and I agreed. And the next day I bought this one. So this hood right here is gonna be for sale. This was originally an SDI hood with a scoop, so I ended up. Good thing it's silver because when I got this car, I was like, oh great, it works out because that's a SDI hood scoop that came from that SDI hood. So now I got an SDI hood scoop. I'm not sure if the paint kind of matches, but it looks different. But oh well, because maybe it's a different year, but I don't know. Yeah, guys. So I'll see you guys on the next video. On the next video, I'm gonna go ahead and do maintenance work. Uh, Most probably, it's going to be the lower control arm and the bolt joint because I feel a little bit of kind of like moving around there when I hit bumps. And same thing with the front and rear suspension because they're already, well, they're not tired. They're still good, but I can hear clanking noise when I'm hitting bumps. And then I'm gonna do a lot of maintenance on like fluid maintenance. Um, Probably gonna replace my radiator too, and switch the transmission, or add um, a cooler for the transmission since it's automatic. I know it sucks, but I kind of like enjoy driving this car when I bought it, so that transmission is gonna stay for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add the transmission cooler, oil cooler for that since I'll be switching to an aluminum radiator, and all that will probably work. We'll see. So yeah, guys, if you have any comments or suggestion, feel free. I know I haven't posted a video in a long time, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't see a lot of this blob eye restoration or whatever you call it, or reviews. I mean, I've seen some reviews, but they're very short. Mostly are like for sale videos, but I haven't seen that much. Most especially, specifically on automatic WRX, because like I don't know how many automatic WRX in this condition still exist. I tried looking and I couldn't find any, most especially here locally in Texas. So I don't know, but if you're one of those viewers that have an automatic WRX, I would like to link up with you, ask you a couple of questions and all that stuff, because one of those things that I plan to do before I even swap this transmission is to probably upgrade the valve body on the transmission and see if I can push this car to put down 300 wheel and see how it goes, because it's very common on Foresters, on the Forester owners, because most of the Foresters are automatic, and some of them they're still racing with the automatic transmission because this 4EAT is it's actually a lot better than the glass 5-speed transmission WRX in this generation, because it's very known in this generation that the 5-speed transmission on this gen is a glass transmission. If you go past 300 wheel, that transmission is going to break. But I've heard some of the automatic transmission can actually handle more than that. I've seen break it to 400 before the transmission actually went out. So that's my future goal. Um, for now, and I'll update you guys on the next video. Like I said, I'll be doing maintenance videos on my next one, and I'll see you guys and catch you up there. Peace.